It's just one letter and one number, R8, but it's a letter and a number that means so much. Audi are very proud of that little letter and number. R8 was their all-conquering sports car, the winner of no less than 5 Le Mans 24-hour titles. Indeed, it would have to be a pretty special road car for Audi to give it the R8 badge. It's just as well then that this is a pretty special road car. Audi's first supercar, the R8 is expertly engineered, designed, hand-built and flowing with thoroughbred DNA. And Audi have once more pushed the boundaries of racing technology to the limit. Low and wide and with a high-revving V8 mid-mounted engine and permanent quattro four-wheel drive, the R8 combines futuristic design with well-appointed refinement. So today we're really going to get to know the Audi R8, to see how it works and to understand how to get the best out of this exceptional machine. So let's start from the outside. Constructed from aluminium with magnesium components, the R8's single space frame is lightweight yet rigid, which results in better performance, agility and handling on the road. What you notice first of all about the front is that the signature 4 rings sit on the bonnet rather on the single grille. The design of the front of the R8 is breathtaking to say the least. What really stands out though is these huge air intakes and these beautifully designed xenon ellipsoidal headlights. They also incorporate this line of LEDs, which are the latest in daytime running technology. But let's not forget the R8 is primarily a high-performance sports car, and to help with that, it has this very impressive retractable rear spoiler. Now from Audi is our R8 specialist Mike Fairs. Mike, explain to us, when is the rear spoiler deployed?
Typically it would be anywhere between 60 and 70 miles an hour. You've basically got sensors within the car that detect when it would benefit from additional composure. At that point, the spoiler comes up.
And so proud are Audi of their power plant, they put it in this special glass-covered engine bay, and it really is a beauty. 4.2 litre V8, and it's got all the power that you could ever want. Mike, it certainly looks like an engine up to the job.
Yeah, and what an engine it is. It's actually got something called dry sump lubrication, which means rather than a big sump and oil at the bottom of the engine, you've got a separate reservoir, which basically means it can be mounted much lower down, which obviously gives you a much better centre of gravity in the car.
So this really is the technology end of the car. And the way the R8 divides itself is by these. They're called side blades. So it just cuts the car from the passenger and comfort side at the front to the real business end at the back. Cuts them in half. But there's nothing on the R8 that doesn't need to be there. So if you come down and have a look at these air intakes here, Mike, these are completely functional.
Yeah, they are indeed. They actually feed straight through into the engine itself and provide constant cool air. There are a number of different options as well. Basically, with every main body colour, you get a contrasting side blade.
But with a car as good looking as this, all you really want to do is get behind the wheel. Once you're in and settled to the R8, which trust me won't take long, you're faced with a really user-friendly instrument panel. And what I really like is about this steering wheel. As well as the usual multi-functionality that you'd expect, it's got a very sporty flat bottom, which, if you've got big rugby players' thighs like mine, is actually a real bonus. You know, it's amazing that a car that pays tribute to Audi's racing history can also be so comfortable. With most sports cars, you're often willing to trade off a little in driver comfort in reward for what the car gives you in pure driving pleasure. But with the R8, there's no compromise necessary. The Audi R8 is a car with a strong personality and formidable performance. It's a worthy object of desire for anybody who wants a true driver's car. It's absolutely gorgeous and it sounds just as good as it looks.